All right, what do we know now about the lengths that China went to disguise the true magnitude of the original outbreak in Wuhan? Well, some believe at this point we should be beyond that question.
That's a distraction. I think there's a lot of, incorrect and unfair things said. China did a lot of things right. At the beginning, like any country where a virus first shows up, they can look back and say where they missed some things.
So what about China? Let's discuss that and much more with Republican Senator from Utah, Mike Lee. Senator, good to have you back with us.
Thank you, Shannon.
Okay, so it's fair to say in the beginning, there are a lot of things we didn't know, China didn't know, maybe some things once they learned, didn't share them with us. I mean, we're all learning a lot as we go along. But here's what China's foreign ministry spokesperson says. China always stands against disinformation campaign. We are victim rather than producer of disinformation. Peddling disinformation and recrimination are by no means prescription for international anti-pandemic cooperation and should be rejected by all. Where do we go now with China, Senator?
Look, the first thing we have to remember with China is that this is a totalitarian state. This is a communist dictatorship. Consequently, sure, we can trade with them from time to time if we want to the extent we want to under our terms. But we can't lose sight, Shannon, of the fact that this is a communist regime and therefore one in which you can't really differentiate between a business enterprise and the Chinese government and the Chinese military. This is a three-headed monster. We've got to acknowledge it as such.
All right, and yet so many American companies have very deep connections, operations there, supply lines. We know about our pharmaceutical supply lines. Is there any way that we really can, quote unquote, punish or hold China accountable, knowing how intertwined our two economies really are?
Well, sure. And the fact that they're intertwined doesn't mean that they always have to be to that same extent. The fact that we're mad at them doesn't mean that we can't have any trade with them. But take the pharmaceutical industry as one example. We've got substantial manufacturing capacity in this country in places like Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Indiana, and Puerto Rico, where we could be manufacturing more of our pharmaceutical products than we have been. We should become less subject to the whims of this communist dictatorship, especially with things like pharmaceutical products. So let's adopt policies. Let's adopt changes in our tax code and our regulatory system if we have to, in order to bring more of that manufacturing capacity back to the United States. This is one area, especially with regard to prescription drugs, where I think Americans would voluntarily, even without action by the government, voluntarily spend maybe a little bit more, say 50 to 75 cents more per prescription, if they know that it's going to be a secure pipeline and not one that relies on this communist dictatorship.
Okay, I want to try to jam in two more topics with you. First of all, this idea that you all will be back on the Hill, possibly trying to hammer out another deal. I know you've been very concerned about some of what's been passed already. But with respect to the crackdown saying we're not going to bail out blue states, the Republicans saying that. The Chicago Sun-Times editorial board says this: in the midst of a fiscal crisis that threatens to slide into a second Great Depression, his solution, meaning Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, would be for states to stiff creditors, fire or reduce the pay of hundreds of thousands of workers, slash health care and retirement benefits, and cut back on services to the mentally ill, the disabled, and the elderly. They're calling him out on this idea of pushing back against states asking for financial help. What do you think?
Look, I think I disagree with every single word uttered by the Chicago Sun-Times there. Everything they said is wrong. Every single characterization that they've pinned on Mitch McConnell is unfair. Look, the fact is, Shannon, that if you take the top 5 states with the top highest per capita unfunded pension liabilities, they amount to roughly 5 times the per capita unfunded pension liabilities of the most responsible states. We can't, as a federal government, at the time when we've already appropriated and spent $150 billion helping states specifically deal with the COVID-19 epidemic, we can't in that same moment fix another problem that's been years, in fact, decades in the making, as a result of decades of mismanagement by democratic, liberal, progressive regimes in various states. We can't suddenly change that and pretend that this is all somehow necessitated by COVID-19. Much as the Chicago Sun-Times might want to pretend otherwise, they're wrong.
Okay, super quick. The speaker's idea that there possibly is a way for the federal government, or there should be, to guarantee a minimum income to some Americans. Does that go anywhere?
Look, if we want to become a Western European-style style socialized democracy, then that is the approach we should take. The fact is, Shannon, that hurts poor and middle class people. And the fact is that that runs contrary to everything we believe about the limited role of government and about the ability that individual citizens need to have to achieve upward economic mobility. If you want a stagnant economy and one in which poor and middle class Americans are locked in place and have artificial barriers put in their way by government, then that's what you should do. Otherwise, we should stick to free markets. Nancy Pelosi knows better, and she ought to be ashamed of herself for suggesting otherwise.
All right. Well, you all will be back here in a matter of days in D.C. We'll see you then, if not before. Senator Mike Lee, thank you.
Thank you.